everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is now week 2 to the trick-or-treat-a-thon. I'm a little late in starting this week's vlog. In fact, I'm a little late with everything this week. I had originally filmed a not so scary books recommendation, like books that fit the Halloween vibe but aren't super scary, and I was going to edit that and post that on like Sunday or Monday, and I realized I was an idiot and I deleted it. So I'm now going to have to refilm it. So I am in the process of actually editing last week's vlog, and I'm going to post that instead. Definitely put a wrench in things, and it's my own dang fault. So I've been focusing on that, and I haven't really read anything. This past weekend was a long weekend, and I definitely took advantage of that. One of the days I actually had kind of like a Halloween watch-a-thon with my husband, and so I watched all the movies leading up to Halloween Ends, which will come out on the 14th. So that is one more thing notched on the bingo card, and I haven't really started or completed anything. What you saw last week is how I am right now. I'm currently on my lunch break at work, and so I'm going to sit outside during my lunch break and read this. Living Ghosts and Mischievous Monsters. I wanted to do an Instagram post on it yesterday, since yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day, but I didn't get around to it. So I'm going to post it today, and I'm just going to hang out for the rest of my lunch and read as much as I can until my lunch break is over. So I guess I'll check in with you guys later. Hello everybody, it's day 2, at least day 2 of this vlog, and I don't really have much more of an update other than it is 70 degrees and it's so gorgeous outside. You know what, I'm going to show you my reading spot. It's again during my lunch break, and I'm gonna be really sad when it becomes too cold to sit out here because it's so picturesque. Hold on, I'm gonna get up so you can see it. Just look at this, like the sun streaming through all these leaves on this beautiful bench. It's hands down one of my favorite places to sit out here. Also, it's kind of away from the door so patrons can't see me over here. In regards to reading, I do have a slight update, I guess. I've read about 25 pages of this, and I'm finding it really fascinating. It's like an anthology of short stories from people from different tribes, and before each story there is a little insert telling us more about it, and I love that that's there. I'm also 3 hours in 1,000 Lanterns of the Forest. That was the Forest of Lanterns? See, now I'm forgetting what the title is. I'm 3 hours in that, and it's not quite grabbing me as I hoped. The story is really interesting, or like the idea is very interesting, and it is well written, but I think I'm setting myself up for failure here. So I'm currently listening to it while I'm shelf reading. That's like the big task that we were assigned for, and we need to be done by October, at least hopefully. My section is pretty big, and as I'm like looking through it, I'm listening as I'm going through it, and normally when I'm just shelving, it's super easy to kind of just be in my head and just shelve and listen to what I'm really listening to, but I actually have to pay closer attention to shelf reading and organizing, and so I feel like I'm not allowing myself to really fall into the story, and I think it's hurting my enjoyment, but it's not the book's fault. I haven't read a whole lot simply because I finally uploaded week 1 that vlog this morning, and I realized I was vlogging. I never really said like the update of my eye and ear. My ear is pretty much fine at this point. It is a little like I'm a little stuffy right now. I took a break from the nose spray for a couple days, and I'm feeling it, so I need to go back to it, and my eye is fine. Thankfully, after filming my auditions, I took off my makeup and did a warm compress, and I did that for a few days, and I also put like hydrocortisone cream right on top of the eye, and it cleared up. Like, it doesn't even hurt anymore. So maybe it wasn't a sty, but whatever it was, I'm just glad I was able to take care of it within a couple days, because I really didn't want that to get inflamed. Not like where everybody can see. Like, I wear a mask at work, but the mask only comes up to here. But yeah, that's it. I'm doing my best to edit as much as I can and read as much as I can, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later because I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch break outside in this beautiful weather. Hello. So it's been a while since I checked in. It's Wednesday. I haven't read anything since I checked in. I'm currently reading Living Monsters, I think. Where is it? I don't have it in front of me, but I'm still reading that. I'm still reading the collection of Native American short stories. And I just realized, or not just, but I realized since I last checked in that as I was reading that book, it was originally meant to like read at night, and I haven't read it at night. I think I'm about 40 pages shy of finishing it, and it might just count for like a book set in real world, because some of the stories actually take place in a more modern time. So I think that would still count for that prompt. Regardless of what you believe in paranormal wise, these stories do take place from other people's like real life perspectives, or real life experiences rather. So very much like other books, I'm just changing the prompt for that. I'm not working today. Today I like went to get my flu and COVID vaccine, and I just knew it's going to like wipe me out later. I'm starting to not feel good actually. But ever since coming back from getting my vaccine, I feel like I've been like just running down the clock. Like I had an audition to film. Thankfully, I filmed it, edited and posted it real quick. And I figured, well, while I have my makeup done, since I had to do it for my audition, let's just crank out a couple of like sit down videos for BookTube. So I did 2 videos. I also filmed a quick couple like book talks as well. All right, I feel like I've made as much content as I can today, and I'm going to at least put on some comfier clothes and kind of pick up the mess that I made in the living room, and just wait out the rest of the night. I do have a seminar I want to sit in. It's a free seminar through Boston Casting, and I was like, well, since I am home, I'll just have it playing while I lay in bed, and so I signed up for it. So it's funny, I didn't go to work, but I still got a lot done. And I'm glad I got it done earlier rather than later, because oh man, my arms are hurting. I got it done on this left arm. I got both of them done on my left arm because I knew it would be like tender to the touch. And I was like, all right. So I tend to flip on my either side throughout the night. I'll do them both in one arm, so at least I have one side that's still vaguely comfortable as I try to sleep. And I know when I first got the vaccine, I felt terrible. I didn't call out of work, and I wish I did. Called out the second time, and I've never reacted so strongly to a vaccine. Was it the second time or the third time? Because today was my 4th time. This was my second booster. See, now I'm forgetting. I think maybe it was the third time. Either time, my bones ached so much that I was really glad I called out. So I called out today, and something tells me the worst of it is going to hit later tonight, and fingers crossed I don't have to call out tomorrow. I'll just sleep through it as much as I can. So that was a very busy couple of hours. It's still relatively early afternoon. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna pick up the living room, put on some comfier clothes. I'm debating about washing my face because it's a Zoom seminar, and I don't know if I need to have my camera on my face. I probably should, especially since it's being hosted by the casting director or one of the casting directors, and I want them to be able to see me. So I think for now I'm gonna keep my makeup on my face. But yeah, quick little update. I haven't read anything new, but fingers crossed I actually do tonight, because what I think I'm gonna have to do, since I haven't really been vlogging, is for week 2 and week 3 to be in this vlog, and then change the other vlog from week 1 to part 1, name this part 2, and then do a wrap up for part 3 and have this as kind of like a 3-part series. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Hello. So I'm currently vlogging for Dewey's, for the 24-hour Dewey readathon. And I realized I never did an outro for this vlog. And might as well. I did some reading today for this other readathon that now I can actually update you guys on something before I just move on for this weekend. So first things first, I think I'm going to shelve this for now, Forest of a Thousand Lanterns. It's not grabbing me. The story itself is still interesting. I think I'm just not in the right headspace for it. So I think I may chip away at it in November, or at least when I'm not in the mood for like super seasonal reads. Right now, I want something spooky or mystery. This isn't necessarily grabbing me right now, which is a shame because the idea is very cool. Basically, our main character has this prophecy that she's going to be the next empress, and she's going through the process of trying to get that to happen, and she has like this entity inside her that, is it evil or is it not? Will it like overcome her or will it not? Like the idea is cool. It is a retelling of the evil queen from Snow White, and I'm all about that. It's just, I think because I was trying to listen to it while doing work, it didn't hook me in right away, and I think it's just not helping it. So we're gonna just put it aside for now. I did finally finish Living Ghosts and Mischievous Monsters, and this was cool. I really liked this. It was just a series of short stories from different tribal nations of things that are spooky, of what they consider to be monsters. And I learned a lot. It's amazing how different cultures can be. And I love how this person, his name Dan, just visited all these places and he told their stories, and it's just so good. I also appreciated there was a moment he said, like, it's also part of a culture that, how do I want to word this? That if they spoke the name or spoke the story, it can put them in danger. So he opted not to tell those stories. And I love how much he respected that. Very cool. I'm going to rate this 4 out of 5 stars. And I messed up. I forgot I forgot I was meant to read it at night to check off that prompt, and I didn't. I was reading it during the day. So it's now going to count for the prompt of set in the real world, because a lot of these stories were, some of these stories were their people's own experiences, or the story was set from a real world kind of like world-ish. How do I want to say it? The story was told as it was happening in the real world, excuse me. So it's going to count for that prompt now. So we finished that. Actually, I don't think because the light's behind me, I don't think I'm adequately showing the cover. There we go. I started this, The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. There's this book club at my library, science fiction and fantasy, and I read the first 2 books of this book club, and then I kind of like fell off from it. And I want to get back involved, because honestly, I could use some friends. I have some like online friends, and I have a couple of my friends from college, but I don't have any, I haven't made any new friends in such a long time. And the friends that I do have, I don't see very often. I mean, I love seeing them. I love being their friend. But I feel like I'm probably at the point where I need another group of friends. So we're going to attempt to be social and read a book in a book club. And this is going to be part of a buddy read for that prompt, since it's for a book club. I don't know a whole lot about it. I do know it's from the perspective of 4 Indian men. Right now I've met Ricky and Lewis, and it seems like they're kind of like on the run for something that they did from their childhood. Like this entity is like hunting them down. So basically they did something, and the consequences of their actions is now catching up to them. That's all I know so far of this book. And for the Dewey Readathon, I think this will be an easy one to crank out. I'm going to start on this next. Stein Tinglers. Can you see it? Yeah, Stein Tinglers. And since it is nighttime now, I'm going to start on that. And now that will count towards read something at night prompt. But yeah, as is in regards to reading, that's all I got going. I did some chores today. I went out and about. You can see my adventures in the next vlog, where it's just going to focus heavily on the Dewey 24 Readathon, or as it's called, the 24-hour Dewey Readathon. So keep an eye out for that vlog. So yeah, thank you for your patience. I'm still trying to get into the things. I did film a couple like sit-down videos, and I'm hoping to start getting some more videos out. I'm so upset that I had deleted a video, and now I'm playing catch up on posting videos. So hopefully I'll eventually catch up on that. But anyways, I'm rambling. I need to do an update for the next vlog. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I guess that's all for now. Bye, guys.